What's happening? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Byte for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. The Apple iPhone 6 event gets an unofficial date. A future iPad could bring gaming controls, and did you know Samsung actually did work for Apple? Let's get to the show, and that magic date for Apple's next iPhone looks to be September the 9th, according to multiple sources now. It still hasn't been officially announced by the Big A, but Recode says they have scheduled it. That's just about a month away, but the 9th is also known as Wonderful Weirdos Day. It's probably one of the stupidest made-up days I've ever heard of. And my favorite, Teddy Bear Day. Yes, I'm not lying. Like, who wants an iPhone when you can give that someone special a teddy bear? Aww. That just melts me, like, right in this area. All right, in a couple iPhone follow-up stories, a Cohen & Company analyst claims the two rumored iPhone 6 screen sizes won't be the only thing that makes them different. Their supply chain checks report that the 5.5-inch iPhone may include a more powerful processor and a different touch module compared to the 4.7-inch iPhone. Now, there are no specifics on clock speeds. The analyst says the size of the processor may be larger, pointing to the A8 chip, but it's a stretch with no specifics right now. We've also talked about past rumors with the iPhone 6's less than stellar potential battery. Reports now point to a 2100 milliampere battery, which would be a 46% increase from the iPhone 5S. Now, that still trails the Galaxy S5's 2800 milliampere battery, but the tight integration between Apple's hardware and software optimization should help make up some of that difference, we hope. All right, Apple released the latest update for OS X Yosemite's developer preview and an updated look with the system preferences and a redesigned top bar. Launchpad now has a progress bar. There's a new looking volume and brightness panel and a tweaked calculator with Apple's favorite translucency. iOS 8 also released its 5th beta as well, with some new tweaks like the ability to use SMS relay with your computer. It's one of the new continuity features. There's now an option directly on the keyboard to turn on predictive typing, the ability to optimize your photos with iPhone storage by sending full-res versions to the iCloud and keeping a smaller optimized version on your phone. And when Wi-Fi calling is enabled on the network like T-Mobile, it will be called out as T-Mobile Wi-Fi. There are plenty more little hidden secrets and improvements, but the most interesting beta release might be for the Apple TV, which brings a cleaner and more refined look with Apple's thinner fonts introduced in iOS 7. As well, you can check out its revamped icons that take a cue from Apple's cleaner and flatter design direction. Let's check out some iPad news, and a new set of photos claims to show the rear shell of the purported iPad Air 2. The images show off a gold housing with several design changes, including a new speaker grille with larger holes and a microphone next to the iSight camera on the back. Now, this lines up with previous leaks and replicas we've recently seen that also feature the expected Touch ID sensor. So, what could be coming to the next iPads? Well, Apple has been granted a patent for a backside gaming controls on an iPad. That's right, iPad booty controls that allow the rear surface to be used as an input device for gaming. The patent was filed in 2012, so this is a patent that's been granted pretty quickly. The sensors would be aligned along the edges in a grid-like pattern on the back and may include ultrasonic, pressure, and capacitive sensors, and one or more cameras could also be used to give proximity information. Now, we've already proposed a name for it. We like to call it the iPad Touch My Rear. All right, let's check out the QuickBytes. Samsung and Apple have agreed to end all patent disputes outside of the United States. Suits in Australia, Japan, South Korea, Germany, and other countries will be dropped against each other. Now, slowly the two companies have been making peace, with both dropping appeals to patent infringement cases and all patent suits involving Motorola Mobility. Good news coming from the App Store. The Cooptown Kids announced July was a record-setting month for App Store revenue, and Tim Cook even tweeted out his thanks. Apple also put out an announcement showing off the power of Apple's ability to create jobs, with roughly 629,000 jobs in Europe thanks to the Apple economy, and over 500,000 of those jobs were part of Apple's app economy. And ladies and gentlemen, we finish things off with my favorite story of the day. A former employee from Apple's Vancouver Pacific Center store is auctioning off his business card, t-shirt, and lanyard for charity. Well, why is it so special? It's because the dude's name is Samsung. Samsung worked for Apple. And it's the only time you'll see Apple and Samsung on the same business card. So Sam put up the auction on eBay. All of the proceeds will go to Children's Wish British Columbia and Yukon, a nonprofit that grants wishes to sick children. And with 8 days left, it's at $80,200. That's amazing. So Sam, the Apple Biters got nothing but love for you, and you deserve all the props in the world. That might end up being one of the coolest stories of the year. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Send me your emails to the applebite@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong, and I will get to as many as I can. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you all next time for another Bite of the Apple.